Hello and welcome to Show from the Garage. I'm Eric Vastbinder.
I'm Amanda Baker.
I'm Arthur Collins. Thanks for joining us. Hey Amanda, what we got going on this week?
Well, in the last show on Brenda Ryder, you saw local singer-songwriter Tommy Cole. This episode, we're going to feature it all about him.
Oh, that sounds great. Hey, Chach, wasn't he from around this area?
Yeah, I think he was from Struthers. Right? He's down there in Nashville right now, singing and writing songs, and he came up here to work with Brenda. Today we were at Toontown, so we got a chance to talk a little bit more in depth with him as well.
It's great.
Sounds good.
So let's check it out. A singer.
I'm originally from Struthers. My whole life I went to BCC for grade school, and which isn't there anymore, but I went to BCC and then I went to Ursuline High School. I started with Easy Street Productions with Maureen Collins and Todd Hancock when I was 5 years old, and I did stage shows, musicals my whole life up and through high school, and then it kind of I'd done that my whole life. I was part of Civic Light Opera Mini Stars in Pittsburgh and performed Joseph Maiden Taylor Dreamcoat with the Osmonds, and just did it my whole life until I graduated high school, and I thought, you know, that was the end of it. And I got a scholarship to go play baseball up at Lake Erie College, so I went up to play ball and was playing ball up there and had a buddy that played guitar, and so we just started playing out at the college bars and stuff like that, and just kind of picked up singing, started a whole different chapter of music for me. So my dad was a 70s guy, so my whole life I grew up to listening to Led Zeppelin and Foghat and Blue Oyster Cult and Doobie Brothers, all those guys, and then my mom was really into country, and I listened to Garth Brooks, who was my biggest influence, because I think he could have sang the ABCs and you would have begged him to sing it again. The other thing was that, like I said, I did shows my whole life, so a big huge influence on my life was the old crooners, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, any of those guys. So I got kind of a big variety all balled into one.
He's excellent. The guy, look, the guy's singing, he sings really good, he takes direction really well. I don't have to fix very many of his notes, so that tells me when he's singing, he's spot on when he's doing his vocals. He's got feeling, you know, he's got good feel and everything.
I love working with Mike today. This is awesome. I actually know a bunch of people that he's worked with in town, like Mary Jo Maluso and Rick Blackson and of course Brenda, but I'd never worked with them before, and it's unbelievable.
He's a really good singer. He did a really good job. Has good emotion, like what he's doing, and I like what he's delivering. And like I said, he listens. He can hear. When we're trying to make a suggestion for a harmony or something, he's on it. He doesn't take offense to it, and we're working together here. That's the whole deal. This is a work together thing. This is not a work against each other. We're trying to get something accomplished together. So that's what I would be hoping that we all are. And we were. It was a great day. This was an excellent day. We got a lot accomplished. A lot accomplished today.
What's that?
You work your magic.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna see what I don't know what I have. I'm guessing.
Well, I know that you were hurt. And
so it's really cool to come out and work with Mike and to hear Newton Falls. I mean, this is like you would never know that this was here, and that's the beauty of it. In Nashville, you know where those studios are. You could see them. You would never know this was here, and you would never know how good he is. And it's really crazy how much in our small town in Youngstown, Ohio, how much our city is represented all across America. It really is. Even down in Nashville, the kid that I write with the most down in Nashville just moved down there. Is great talent, Jordan DePaul. He just moved down to Nashville. He played the local scene at YSU. He's from Poland, and he just moved down to Nashville, and I get to write with him, and he's a young, really good talent. And then you hear about all the guys like Bob DiPuro, who Bob DiPuro is kind of like I want to say like my idol when he's down there. He writes some of the best songs in Nashville, and he's from Liberty. And you never get to realize when you're down in a big city how much you hold firm to your roots. You know, even the people that I run around with now and that I talk to now and I write with now are from Youngstown or from this area, Pittsburgh, Youngstown, Cleveland. This area is very well represented, and especially in the music industry down in Nashville.
Well, I met Tommy through a friend, Shar. She goes, "You got to hear this kid. I think he's the real deal." And they met at like a neighborhood funeral of all things, and Tommy pulled out his guitar to sing a song for the family, and she happened to be there when he did that. And so I called Tommy and we Skyped and wrote a couple songs over the internet.
I Skyped with her and I said, I got this great idea for a song, Big Boots to Fill.
I met up with him down in Nashville because he lives down there, and he came to Billy Dean's house and we spent the day writing songs.
And I said, well, what do you want to write? And she said, well, I've been thinking about doing this song for the Pro Bull Riding Association. I like Big Boots to Fill. And I said, well, let's write it. Let's get down and write it. So we sat down and wrote it.
And that's what we're recording here today.
And that was the first one we did. Then the two of mine originals, If a Memory Forgets, and just basically what it is. If a memory forgets, what would happen if your memory forgot a past love and you forgot all the bad stuff and remembered all the good stuff? Why you guys ended the relationship, anything like that. And one was a co-write with Jenny Weaver, a songwriter in Nashville. That's What If I Cried?
She turned the TV off, said, babe, we need to talk. I ain't really happy anymore. She said, I'm the one to blame. I thought
Kind of like one of those things where I was headed. I don't usually write with girls a whole lot, so I was headed to her house and I just didn't know what to write. Girls are just like so crazy to write with because you don't know if it's going to fit you or fit them when you go to the write. And I was driving in the car and I was thinking about the night before, and my girlfriend had told me that it's the weirdest thing when a guy cries, that it makes a girl stand still. It's like things have hit the fan when a guy starts crying, because that's like our last resort. Guys, we usually try everything it is until we cry. So I went there with that and I said, how about a song about a guy who he's saying, I've done everything I could do, but what if I cried? Would that help?
But what if I cried? What if it all rolled down my face? Would it be enough to make you wanna stay? Give it one more try. Beg and plead, yeah, would that be enough to keep you from leaving? And if you still wanna say goodbye, one last time, baby, look me in the eye. What if I cried?
Here we go. 2, 3.
Well, I know that you were hurt, and you're more than I deserve. But don't you go and leave me behind. What if I cried? What if it all down my face? Would it be enough to make you wanna stay? Give it one more try. Beg and plead, yeah, would that be enough to keep you from leaving? And if you still wanna say goodbye, one last time, baby, look me in the eye. What if I cried? What if I cried? Would it make you want to stay?
If you're a songwriter, you know that anything becomes a song. Always. Anything you see, you hear, you could be having the conversation with the person and you say, that's a song.
All right.
That was really awesome. Wow, he's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, he does.
And Mike's a great guy too, from out at Toontown. In fact, the next show is going to be about him.
I've been a musician for about 25 years around here, and I've heard a lot of great things about Toontown over the years. I hear it's a really great place to record.
Well, let's check out a preview.
All right.
I've been here for 15 years. I've been doing recording for 40 years. When you write a song or you work with somebody and you help them bring their project to the next level, man, that's a satisfying thing. Quick as fixed, just turn on some music. Playing music itself is obviously, it's a great thing. Next to having sex, I don't know what's better, okay?
That was good. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
All right, that's going to be a good one. Be sure to check that out in 2 weeks. And what other kind of Rag & Bone production news do we have going on, guys?
Well, if you saw our first webisode we did on Tray Stock, we're going to do a follow-up on one of our future shows here about it. We had a really good time at the show. My band was real fortunate to be part of it, and the night went off really well, and they raised a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a really great time. What do you have going on, Amanda?
Well, a couple weeks back I just finished up a photo shoot with Minx by Alicia Ayers Photography. She does some really awesome work. She does pinup stuff. We did our very first shoot outside. Can't wait to see how the photos come out.
All right, sounds cool. We're actually going to do a future show on her as well. And also in a future show, we're going to take you behind the scenes of an independent filmmaking as our company, Rag & Bone Productions, does a reimagining of the 1932 film White Zombie, starring Eric Fassbinder as Severin Devereaux, Amanda Baker as a maid, and I'll be directing, Chalk will be shooting, and it's going to be a really good time. We actually start shooting in about a week.
It's awesome.
So we'll give you updates on that as we go.
It's been a lot of work too.
I'd also like to point out that's why I'm so hairy.
Exactly.
Because I'm getting ready for my role.
Yeah.
I need to be like Sasquatch.
So soon that will be gone.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, a lot of costumes. I mean, there's a big cast to this movie.
It's going to be a really good time. So look for that in the future. And thanks for joining us this time. Be sure to check us out in a couple weeks for the Mike Talenka episode, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
We really got to start like, words are confused.